Let us discuss about creep in this lecture. So, we are going to say what is creep and what is the reasons behind this creep in concrete and how do we measure that and what are the factors that are affecting this creep and why this creep is important and how do we represent this creep in concrete. Okay, let us start with the definition of creep. So, creep is a phenomenon or a process that is seen in concrete when it is loaded for a long time. When it is loaded with same stress or constant stress for a long time. Let me take an example and explain you this definition. See, for example, we have a concrete block over here. This is concrete block. So what this has a particular dimensions. This block has certain dimensions. And what I did is I applied a force F onto this body. Maybe you can say this force as something like 50 kg. So immediately what happens to a body when force is exerted on it? It is going to undergo strain, right? You are going to see the strain in that body. We have discussed about strain in our strength of materials, right? We have taken a bar. When you apply certain load, tensile load on that particular bar, this small bar is going to elongate. It is going to stretch because of this tensile force F. So change in length divided by original length is nothing but strain, and that is strain due to the force applied. So whenever a force is acting on a body, strain is going to be seen in a body. Of course, if it is a tensile body, if it is a tensile force, this strain is going to be tensile in nature, expansion. If it is compressive force, strain is going to be negative. It is going to lead to the compression of this member. So this concrete is experiencing a compressive force of F. So immediately after applying 50 kg of load, what happens is immediately you are going to see a strain in this body. Okay, that is what we call as elastic strain. Elastic strain is seen in the body immediately after applying the force or the load. But leave that force on that body for some time, for a long time, preferably. Something like, see, leave that force for on this concrete cube for something like uh, 1 year. And now see, there is no change in force. 50 kg is the force acting on this body. But this 50 kg of load is acting on the concrete cube for 1 year continuously without any change, right? And this constant amount of force acting on the concrete for 1 year for a long time will lead to an extra strain in the body. And this extra strain is what we call as creep strain. And this phenomenon, this process is what we call as creep. So this is important here. This creep strain is not seen immediately, right? It took around 1 year. Of course, I have taken an example here. So within that 1 year, this extra strain has been happened or creep strain has been developed, right? So you can say that this creep strain is time dependent, or you can say that this phenomenon of creep is time dependent. అంటే ఇప్పుడు 1 year అయిన తర్వాత అదే లోడ్ 50 kg అయ్యేటప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ క్రీప్ ది స్ట్రెయిన్ మే బి సంథింగ్ లైక్ 0.2, but after 2 years for 50 kg of load, the creep strain can be something like 0.3. అంటే with respect to time, with respect to duration of that load acting on the body, the creep strain is going to increase. So this phenomenon is a time dependent. With respect to time, the creep strain or strain due to creep also keeps on changing. Okay, so this creep strain is not seen immediately after the application of the load. Okay, so it is difficult to measure this creep strain since it is a time dependent. Okay, in situations where you need to find this creep strain, you cannot wait for 3-4 years to just measure what is the amount of creep strain, right? Of course, we have some methods that we can adopt to find the creep strain that is going to happen after some years. Okay, you can just use some mathematical equations and you can find out what is the creep strain that is going to occur after 10 years in a concrete member. Okay, it is simple that. So the important thing is creep is a time dependent phenomenon, and creep strain is a time dependent uh, parameter or property of concrete. And remember, besides this creep, there are other process that are time dependent. Something like shrinkage. Shrinkage is decrease in volume of the concrete member, and this shrinkage do not happen at an instant. It also takes some amount of time, certain duration, certain long time to completely shrink. The concrete takes certain amount of time to completely shrink. So shrinkage is also a time dependent process, and because of shrinkage also, what happens, there is a concrete member here, and because of this shrinkage, this member has become like this. Of course, you cannot see this much of shrinkage. I'm just drawing a representative figure. So because of this shrinkage also, there is a shrinkage strain, and this shrinkage strain is also a time dependent parameter. So when you are trying to measure the creep strain, you have to consider that shrinkage strain is also time dependent factor parameter, and that is also there at that instant of time in that concrete, and you have to deduct that also from that. Of course, we will see this later on. Okay, I hope you understood all this. So in order to better understand how this creep is to be measured, you need to understand the stress to strain relationship in concrete. Of course, you people know how the stress is related to strain in our steel. We have seen that in our strength of material subject, right? We know the graph that represents the stress and strain relationship. And similar to that, we have another stress strain relationship for concrete, but it is quite different from steel. So this figure helps you to understand that graph. See, here we have three graphs here. First one is stress strain graph for aggregate, and other third one is for cement paste. Let us concentrate on this second graph, which is for concrete. So as you can see, the graph is a curve. It is not a straight line. It is a curve. So there is a reason why this stress strain curve is curve. Okay, we are going to discuss on that now. Okay, so stress strain relationship in concrete is not a straight line but a curved one. And this curvature depends on many factors, but among them, there are two important factors that are actually influencing that curve shape. I mean, that shape of curve. Okay. And these two factors are actually responsible for the curve shape of this graph. Okay. So, what are those factors? One is intensity of stress. అంటే ఎంత స్ట్రెస్ యాక్ట్ అవుతుంది ఆ కాంక్రీట్ మెంబర్ మీద, అండ్ time for which the load or stress is acting. అంటే ఆ స్ట్రెస్ ఏదైతే యాక్ట్ అవుతుంది అంటున్నామో అది ఎంత డ్యూరేషన్ ఆఫ్ టైం ఆ కాంక్రీట్ మీద లేకపోతే కాంక్రీట్ మెంబర్ మీద యాక్ట్ అవుతా వస్తుంది. డ్యూరేషన్ ఆఫ్ టైం ఆఫ్ దట్ యాక్టింగ్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రెస్ అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ది అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రెస్, ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రెస్. ఓకే, సో హియర్ ఈ స్ట్రెస్ని నేను ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫోర్స్ అని కూడా నేను చెప్పొచ్చు, లోడ్ అని కూడా నేను మాట్లాడతాను. ఐ కెన్ యూజ్ లోడ్ ఇన్ ప్లేస్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రెస్. ఓకే, సో as you can see here, creep is actually occurring because it, so as we are saying, stress and strain relationship is time dependent in case of this concrete. This means that without any increase in stress, with time what happens is strain in concrete is going to increase. That increase in strain in concrete without any increase in stress with respect to time is nothing but creep strain or just strain. Okay, so there is another term that you need to understand here. I told you that on this concrete cube I am placing a force of or a load of 50 kg, right? So as soon as I place this force F, there is an immediate strain in that body. Immediate strain. That is not creep strain. Creep strain takes time to happen, right? To develop. But there is an instantaneous strain in that body. That strain is nothing but elastic strain or instantaneous strain. It's that simple. And this instantaneous strain can be measured with our general formula. That is, we know this stress is equals to force by area, and we know that Young's modulus is equals to stress by strain. Therefore, strain, any kind of strain is equals to stress by E. Of course, you can say this as F divided by A by E, isn't it? So here, instantaneous strain can be found out from this Young's modulus equation. That is, strain, instantaneous strain is nothing but the stress acting on this body divided by Young's modulus of concrete. That gives the instantaneous strain, or this is also called as elastic strain.